I think, and again, you look at the altruistic side, there's people from outside healthcare who come into healthcare and they don't quite understand, like there's just a different ethos. And so
Mm,
I'm one, and this is a cliche, but I'm one that I don't care who gets credit for the work as long as the work gets done. And
that's
maybe
good.
this comes also from maybe being a little bit of a woman in this space too, because I'll serve up ideas and like kind of foster certain ideas and colleagues and male allies I have, and then eventually like it becomes one of their ideas and it's a good idea and we can move forward with it. And that's fine. Like I'm okay with that because this is the direction that we need to go. And if it's his idea, whatever, like let's do it
But
then.
let's be honest. That's okay, and I think that's good for everybody. But I'm sure you run into some that are such takers you don't trust anymore, where there's zero quid pro quo. They just take constantly. I can't see them being long term successful in the role because they
They're
wouldn't
not.
just be taking from you; they'll take from everybody.
Yeah, and we have run into those and they don't last long in the role is
Yeah,
kind of what it comes down to. And at that point, what you do is um you stick true to your own principles and what like your integrity,
yeah.
and you make sure that you're just checking yourself all the time. Am I sticking to what I know is true? Am I controlling what I can control? And eventually it'll play out the way that it needs to play out. And sometimes that takes months, sometimes it takes years. Like it just and you can hold your head high and feel good about what you're doing when those situations arise. So I think, yeah, and that happen, men and women both like fall into that trap. It's not one or the other really. So yeah.
Oh, I think you're right. I think women are naturally a little bit more altruistic, big picture.
Yeah.
You can step back a little bit and go, the goal is that we just win. Who gets the credit we can worry about later. And then if it
Yeah.
becomes too unbalanced, then you're like, okay, it isn't that I want the kudos. I try to teach my kids, like, I personally don't need you to say sorry to me. I don't need the sorry. My concern is that if you can't recognize you're sorry and vocalize it, you're going to be limited in your growth as a person. Like you need to recognize it and give and apologize, or in this case, give credit because you need to get outside yourself because you want to draw people to you, and those that are magnanimous and they have that I want you to win. They can tell that you care and that you
Yeah.
want them to win. Those people that can recognize and reciprocate a bit with you, they'll reciprocate with other team members. And then you don't have this division, I think, within a team or within a company.